changes in this line of storms. You're going to get wind, you're going to get all kinds of thunder and lightning and everything. And it's already done damage across America.
Yeah, it certainly has, hitting Indianapolis just a short time ago, wreaking havoc there. So it's moving in just a little bit slower than maybe we initially thought.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a very rough evening for folks, especially out to our west, as we anticipated it would. If there's any silver lining in the forecast, it's that I think the threat for strong tornadoes has diminished or is in the process of diminishing. That said, I still think we face a scenario like we had on Sunday night with some of these weaker, brief spin-ups that are on the ground just for a little while, and they do a little bit of damage, but I think the higher end tornado risk is really diminished or is in the process of diminishing. Again, as I emphasize, have a way to get warnings through the night, because there will be more severe warnings into the overnight hours, and undoubtedly, I'm fairly confident we'll probably still see some additional tornado warnings issued as well. So even if it's a weak tornado, if it brings down a tree on your roof or your home, it's a problem, right? So have a way to get those warnings tonight, as I think they will begin to come out probably a little bit after midnight now. So it's been quiet this evening. Here's the line of storms now marching its way back through southeast Indiana. Severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect for Fayette Union counties, from Liberty over towards Connorsville. The main threat, as we've been saying throughout the duration here with this line of storms, will be strong, damaging straight line winds. So let's zoom in up here in Fayette Union counties right now and show you what's happening. Here's the storms coming towards Connorsville, heading over towards Liberty. You see the severe thunderstorm warning currently in effect right now. And then as we follow the line south, you can see severe thunderstorm warnings out towards the Greensburg community. These storms are going to move into Franklin, Ripley counties in the next, half an hour, 45 minutes. So we'll probably start to get to see extensions of severe warnings or some type of warnings into southeast Indiana here shortly. Now, let's go a little farther west, because this is what I'm keeping an eye on for us here in Cincinnati. From south of, let's say, Indianapolis, right along I-65 tonight, notice the line of storms, and you see little kinks within that line. Occasionally, what will happen, similar to what we saw on Sunday, you'll get brief spin-up tornadoes embedded within this line. I still think damaging winds are our greatest concern, but there will be small, brief spin-up tornadoes in there. Notice the coverage of tornado warnings, though, much greater from Louisville south, and that's for a reason, because that's where the line is even more intense. So let's time this out into the Cincinnati metro. I think probably somewhere around 1 a.m., given the fact that the line's not moving due west to east. It's slowing its process down just a little bit. So that would bring the threat for significant severe weather into the heart of the tri-state after midnight, closer to about 1 a.m. So a little bit earlier for those of you in southeast Indiana. I think after midnight, we'll start to see some severe weather warnings in those communities. Again, the main concern here out of this line, damaging straight line winds, and there will remain the potential for weaker, brief spin-up tornadoes through the night. So again, you need to have that way to get the severe weather warning. So here's Futurecast, show you how this plays out. 12:30, take you to 2 a.m. Here's kind of the 2 a.m. time frame now, with the slower arrival of the line of storms through the tri-state. By 3-4, I still think we're out of this. The tornado watch is in effect until 4 a.m. By the time you wake up in the morning, rain is decreasing or having moved out already. I don't think there's a lot of rain to be had for the first part of your Thursday, and then we'll likely see more rain develop Thursday afternoon into Thursday night. This doesn't have a severe component to it, but it will likely bring areas of heavy rainfall to the tri-state. And that's where we're going to start to talk more about the threat for flash flooding as we get to the end of the week and the weekend. We're at 75 tonight. If you've been out, it is warm, it is breezy. You know storms are coming, right? So we've got strong to severe storms moving in over the next 1 to 2 hours. Tomorrow, cloudy skies with rain, especially in the afternoon. I don't have a lot of rain around early in the morning. There may be some if you're up 4 or 5 a.m. still, but the first part of your Thursday doesn't look particularly wet. So we've got weather impact days through the weekend here. And notice, I want to point out the rainfall. We've been talking a lot about that. It still appears that most of the tri-state will pick up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rain. Can't rule out some isolated 7-inch amounts. The good news is that a lot of that will fall over a period of days. So we'll keep an eye out for flash flooding. I'm not sure if flash flooding is going to be the greatest concern here, as maybe long-term flooding with the rivers, the creeks and streams going into next week. So that's our greatest concern right now, Mike and Sheree. And again, emphasizing for folks that are going to be trying to go to bed and get some sleep tonight, this isn't something to be scared of, but just have a way to get the warnings for these strong winds. And it's certainly going to get noisy sometime between now and about 2 a.m.
All right, Kevin, thanks for the warning.